Every conversation you have with an AI has a hard limit, a point where it can no longer see what came before. Most people have already hit this limit without knowing it, and here's what's actually happening. Welcome back to the AI Agent series. This is already part 6, where I take you on a journey to understand how AI agents actually work. Let's dive right in. Why doesn't AI sometimes lose track of what you discussed earlier in a long conversation? Why does it repeat itself, contradict itself, forget your instructions? That's not a bug, it's a fundamental constraint of how these models actually work, and understanding it will change how you build with AI or use it for anything serious. A context window is the maximum amount of text input and output combined that an AI model can process in a single interaction. Everything outside that window is invisible to the model. Everything inside is what it actually works with. Let's put it like that. Imagine working on a desk with a fixed surface area. You can only spread out so many documents at once. When the desk is full and you add a new document, something on the other end has to fall off. The AI's context window is that desk. New messages push old ones out of view. The model can't look at what's on the floor. That's a context window. Let's make this concrete. Context windows are measured in tokens. A token is roughly 3 or 4 characters, not exactly a word, not exactly a letter. Context window for tokens. A standard business mail is about 200 tokens. A full book, hundreds of thousands of tokens. Different models have different context window sizes. Look at this comparison. Claude, for example, has 200,000 tokens context window in most of its models, but now has some experimental features with already 1 million tokens. GPT-4o, 128,000 tokens, and some smaller models, even only 4,000 to 8,000 tokens. This also changes over time. The difference is significant for production use cases. If you're processing a 100-page legal document, a 4,000 token window won't hold it. You'd need to chunk it or use a model with a larger window. Here's a visual representation of what fills a context window. System prompt takes space. Conversation history takes space. Retrieve documents from rec takes space. The user's current message takes space. All of it competes for the same fixed resource. When you approach the limit, models start behaving differently. Some truncate the oldest content, some summarize, some just stop. It really depends on the model. If some of those terms like rec is something you're not familiar with, make sure to subscribe to my channel and check out the playlist that I'll link here, where I go into detail on what makes an AI agent, well, an AI agent. Here's what most people get wrong when it comes to context windows. They assume that a larger context window means the model pays equal attention to everything inside it. Bigger window doesn't mean better attention. Research has shown that models often struggle with information buried in the middle of a very long context. The beginning and end get the most attention, the middle less so. This is called the lost in the middle problem. It's documented, it's real. A 200,000 token context window is useful, or even a 1 million token context window, but not uniformly reliable across every token. A large context window does not solve the memory problem. If you put a 500 pages into a model's context, it can technically see all of it, but it's not guaranteed to use all of it correctly. And you're paying for every token you push in. And that can be very costly. Context window size and model intelligence are two different things. Don't confuse them. Also, context windows don't persist across sessions. Every new conversation starts fresh, the window resets. Long-term memory is a separate architecture problem, not something the context window handles. So, why doesn't AI forget what you said earlier? Because it left the window. The desk filled up, the conversation fell off the edge. Now you know the constraint and you can design around it. So far in this series we've talked about single AI agents, but what happens when one agent is not enough? When the task is too complex, too long, or requires too many different capabilities? There's an architecture for that. It's called a multi-agent system. We'll talk about that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and see you again in the next video.